Yo, welcome back to the channel. So, are the Philadelphia Eagles looking to pivot their play calling to, well, back to Nick Sirianni? So, I just watched this little snippet of NFL insider Adam Schefter talking, and he was pretty much saying that if the Eagles don't hire an offensive coordinator or someone that they feel is a likely fit for this Eagles team, they're going to turn over the play calling back to Nick Sirianni. I'm going to play that message for y'all.
Don't appear to be in any rush to name somebody. They have Nick Sirianni, who always can call the offense if they can't find somebody worthy of doing the job. But they're being diligent, looking for the right match. And also, again, the fit is not for everybody, as we've seen. Some people have taken other jobs. Some people have pulled out of consideration. It's not for everybody, but they think there are enough good candidates out there that they're going to come out of this with a good, strong offensive coordinator.
All right, and so to piggyback off what he said, the fit's not for everyone because if you come in to be the offensive coordinator in Philadelphia, you better have it on your mind. Now, a lot of the Philadelphia Eagles fans are ignorant, and people are going to try to cover that up by saying it is a very passionate fan base. I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but as much as I didn't like the job that Kevin P was doing as offensive coordinator, I'm not going to sign up to go egg a man's house. So that's very well noted. We also know that the Eagles fans, we like to boo, which I think a few years ago that the players responded very well to that. I don't think the players responded. They don't respond very well to that anymore. But it's very well documented that it is a tough fit, a tough job when you are coaching for the Philadelphia Eagles and things are not going as well, right? So, Nick Sirianni last truly had command of the offense in 2021. Now, he's meddled in offense before. We know he meddled because when Kellen Moore was offensive coordinator the year we won a Super Bowl, you can tell some of the plays where you just were scratching your head like, what the hell are we doing? And then some of the plays you was like, hell yeah, that's the Eagles offense I know. So when you were scratching your head, that was Nick Sirianni meddling in the play calling. And then whenever you was like, hell yeah, that was Kellen Moore. Now, so I looked up what the Eagles did in 2021, right? And the Eagles were 9-8 in 2021. They finished second in the NFC East and seventh in the NFC overall. And they fell to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31-15 in the 2021 NFL wildcard game. Now, don't get me wrong, Nick Sirianni offense was a mixed bag. And this is what I want to, this is why I say that. So this is the stats on offense. Now, overall team production on offense, the Eagles finished, they finished 14th, right? But they was 12th in punch scored. They was 14 in yards altogether, right? So 6,119. They was 14 in yards per play. Plays ran, and then they was 13 in yards per play. They was first in rushing in NFL. They was second in rushing attempts. Rush average, they was fourth, but they was terrible in passing yards, right? So they was number 29, and then number 30, they was 32nd overall in pass attempts. But the offense altogether finished 14th overall out of 32 teams. So that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. But when you look at it, it's not terrible. But that 2021 offense kind of was plagued by that 2021 offense. And then if you look at the offense last season, they had the same things that was plaguing them. And that was just passing game, right? Teams this year, albeit that the offensive line was not very healthy, and I don't know what the hell Saquon was up to, but I'm just going to chunk it up to the offensive line not being very healthy. Teams was pretty much loading the box and daring Jalen Hurts to beat them with his arm. And you saw a lot of games where Jalen Hurts was throwing for maybe 150 yards, 175 yards, right? A lot of games where he was below 200 yards per game. And that's what teams was doing. Teams was like, y'all not going to beat us with Saquon. We're going to make y'all beat us over the top with Jalen Hurts, right? Now, some of those, a lot of those games, Jalen Hurts was able to, get some scores with his legs and, throw a couple of touchdowns, and the Eagles had a phenomenal defense and he was able to protect the lead. But the passing was just most days was just like, you just be like, man, what the hell are we doing? Come on, Jalen. Hit Devontae, hit Goddard, hit AJ Brown, although AJ Brown wasn't very much help because he did a lot of complaining. And then when he did get the ball thrown his way, he was dropping passes. But the 2025 offense, the passing game, is very similar to the 2021 passing game and stuff like that. And so, the passing game was terrible in 2021 and it was terrible this last season. So, I also think that this may be a way for Jeffrey Lurie to be putting Nick Sirianni on a hot seat. Call it far-fetched, but I think that's what he's doing. He's like, look, you decided to internally promote twice. You and Harry, y'all decided to internally promote twice. And both times it's been terrible. So you know what, Nick? It's on you. If we can't get an offensive coordinator, you go back to calling the plays. And when we nosedive, because I have a feeling that, next year the Eagles offense is not going to be anything to, point your finger at and say, wow. I think that, Jeffrey might give Howie the call and say, hey, go ahead and get rid of Nick. And so I think that him having the play call and turn back over to him is kind of a subtle way of, him being put on the hot seat, because who are you to blame next season if the offense looks like shit? If you keep AJ Brown, he's still wanting to fight people on the sideline and he's just pouting and dropping passes and all of that stuff, right? Jalen Hurts is still not wanting to throw with anticipation. He's still not wanting to throw over the middle of the field. And then your route concepts and your offense is just basic and vanilla. Who are you going to blame when you are the offensive coordinator / the head coach? So if I'm Nick Sirianni, I'm calling up some of these remaining offensive coordinators and I'm like, yo, what do I have to give y'all? Do I have to give y'all 100%? Do I have to give you 100% say of the offense, right? It's your offense, you run it, and I just be the head coach and the CEO of the team, or what? But if I'm Nick Sirianni, that's what I would be doing. But we have to see. Now, again, that has not been confirmed. Like I said, Adam Schefter, that's what he alluded to, and we all know Adam is very connected around the NFL. So, I don't know what's Adam's accuracy rate, but you can almost book it and take it to the bank when him and a few others are saying things around the NFL. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Would y'all prefer the Eagles go out and hire a reputable offensive coordinator, or are you willing to gamble on Nick Sirianni again and let him do the play calling and the coordinating of the offense? All right, y'all let me know in the comment section. Until next time, I appreciate all of the support. And if you haven't supported the channel already, or if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification button so you can stay up to date on all the latest drops here on this channel. And again, I appreciate all the love and support. All right, until next time, I am out.